Here's your daily dose of reality check of American politics. Let's say I was a drunk. Let's say I said a lot of really crazy things. Maybe I have some scandal where I assaulted some woman or something. Could even be as dark as maybe I had a inappropriate relationship with a minor at some point. However, if I were to go around saying things like, people spend too much money on things they don't need, people need to save more, a lot of Americans don't have budgets, they should have budgets, you should budget your money, you should be wise about how you spend your money. There are millions of Americans who, and it helps if I use certain buzzwords that appeal to them, but there are millions of Americans who would look at me and take me seriously, right? Other people would be like, this guy's a liar and he assaulted the woman and he's a drunk and he's a lunatic. Look at the crazy stuff he says. He believes in flat earth. Like, I could literally believe in flat earth. I could believe that, maybe I believe in ghosts. I mean, whatever really bizarre thing. I believe JFK is coming back. And all that could just be hand waved away because I said people need to budget more, people need to save money. And when people who defend me get challenged by others and they say, but the guy's a lunatic, he's a drunk, he believes in flat earth. It's kind of like, okay, well, we all believe, you don't believe crazy things? I mean, we all have crazy ideas. But what does it have to do with the fact that, he has some good ideas about saving money and investing, and those are good things. He's right about that stuff. He's right about a lot of stuff. So your integrity doesn't matter. Your sanity doesn't matter. Being sober doesn't matter. Not being a child assaulter doesn't matter. Not being a woman assaulter doesn't matter. Say the right buzzwords, appeal to the right demographic, and say a few things that actually might make sense. And it's kind of like, well, it gotta make sense. You know what I mean? So I could get appointed to be the director of small businesses or something finance related in the government, and people would rationalize how it makes sense to hire me as a drunk, lunatic, potential pedo, liar, flat earther, all that stuff hand waved away because I said that people need to save money and people should budget. That's all it takes. A few of the right things that are, sensible and true, and the rest of the stuff doesn't matter. Gone are the days where a person's sanity matter, a person's integrity matter. There was a time where, I could not have touched a minor ever, but maybe I like to look at stuff and that would be like, oh my goodness. But now, it doesn't matter, man. All I gotta do is say it didn't happen, it's a lie, people are trying to smear me. Same thing with women, especially with women. With children is a little bit more difficult, potentially, but I could assault multiple women and they won't care, appeal to the right demographic, say the right buzzwords, and it's kind of like, hey man, they're just trying to get my money, or they're trying to get attention, or they're trying to smear me because I'm speaking the truth. It's because the elites, they want you to keep wasting your money, and I'm trying to help Americans and get them to budget so they can have money in the bank and have security and live the American dream, and they don't want that, so they're trying to come up with all kind of funny stories about I assaulted women. I never assaulted any woman, and why is it that all these stories are from 10 years ago? And just so you know, none of what I just said is kind of like it's not like a particular person in mind. I know many of you have people in mind that you think I'm trying to mimic. It's not a particular person, and it hasn't been a particular person. It's been multiple people, with different variations of what I just described, from the sexual assault to the, lies to, just obviously being a lunatic, suffering from some kind of mental issue of some sort, incompetence, insanity, some variation of what I've said. There's been multiple people who've met that description, and they've all been hand waved away as, again, you just ignore all that stuff, right? And you focus on that I said, people should save money. And you're like, that's true, it's right. And again, the worst stuff, you just say, well, hey, they're trying to shut me down because I'm speaking the truth. That's America in 25. That really works. The most disgusting creatures in this country get a complete pass just for saying the right buzzwords. Right buzzwords, feed into the right culture wars, and none of it matters. And by the way, the opposite is true. Let's say that I could actually run for president. And let's say I was almost the perfect candidate to address a lot of things a lot of Americans are concerned about. I have a solid plan to increase people's income, the poor and the middle class alike. I have solid plans to bring costs down. I'm talking about some serious, people haven't even thought of these strategies before, just amazing ideas. Whatever it is that you feel that, is a problem in this country, I could have the best policies, the best plans to address the things that are most important to regular people. But maybe I don't like dressing up, so I'm always wearing t-shirt and jeans. And also, maybe I have some kind of condition where I cough a lot, and that'll be all that people can think about. I swear. It'll be scandalous, it'll be all over the news, people saying that they believe that, I have some, with Hillary Clinton, I have some kind of a crazy disease, and, I can't be president because I'm about to die any moment now or something. Or just some kind of conspiracy regarding the cough. Maybe it's a drug, they think I'm taking drugs. There's all kind of theories about people who cough like this or people who are using crack or whatever it is, right? And then the casual thing, it's just kind of like, how can you take me seriously? Look at this guy. He's wearing a t-shirt and jeans all the time. He has no respect. I mean, is he gonna be, as a president of the United States, representing America in a t-shirt? I kid you not. On a dime. Perfect candidate, so much positive things, but all you could see is the negative. And it could be so trivial, right? How I laugh, right? The fact that I cough, how I dress, that's all you can think about. Even though I'm talking seriously, I have a track record, maybe I did a whole bunch of charity things. So, I mean, just imagine the perfect candidate. All that can be ignored, and because people just hyper-focus on the cough and the t-shirt and jeans. But then on the flip side, someone else can be molesting children, can be lying, can be a drunk, a drug addict, saying the most craziest things, but they also say that you should save money, and that's common sense. I like that guy. And in the most extreme scenario, if there's let's say there's a lot of evidence of, especially the child stuff, a lot of evidence and it doesn't look good, all I gotta say is, there was a difficult time in my life and I found God, and I wish that people would just forgive me. I found the light and I'm a new man now, right? And if that doesn't seem to be working enough for me, I just have to, wear like a cross and, keep talking about Jesus and, put some dramatic music in my videos and, start talking about, I woke up this morning and I saw a bird flying, and, I said, how ridiculous is it that people think that this all happened by accident? And I thought, look at the marvelous works of Jesus Christ. It's like, I could actually be continuing to assault children, perhaps, right? As long as it's not too out in the open. I could have the most religious people in this country supporting me, and anyone that attacks me, well, everyone makes mistakes, and that was in the past, and the Lord forgives all sins. It's funny, but it's not.